Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Nicole and I sell vintage home decor on Etsy, and I have a small booth at an antique mall. In today's video, I am going to be giving you a thrift haul of everything I have picked up from my Etsy shop in the last week. I have already completely changed my gallery wall, which I showed in one of my previous videos. I really just didn't like the art and stuff that I had originally, so I changed everything. I personally think it looks so much cuter than it did before, and it is a lot more me. I have my candle sconces that I really love here, my small brass animal collection, which these are all mine except for this seal. The seal is on my Etsy shop right now, so it's only a temporary addition until it sells. I have this cutie little globe, some art. This I originally had on my Etsy shop, but it just looks so cute here, and the colors are so perfect that I took it off of my shop and decided to keep it. This is a real butterfly that my sister gave me that I really love. And then up here is a tintype photo of my fiance and I that I think is really funny. I'll show you. We got this photo done for our 6-year anniversary. We went on a little trip to St. Augustine, and there is a photographer there. He is amazing. He's so friendly. He's such an interesting guy. I'll put his details on the screen. But we got some tintype photos done with him, so it's just a really old process of photography where I'm pretty sure the gray is silver and then it's on a tin plate. So it's like it's a plate of metal that the picture is on, and it gets developed in a black room and everything, and we got to watch the whole process, and it was really fun. But I thought it would be fun to keep this in the living room to kind of weird out our guests. So I just think it's funny and I love it. I have quite a few amazing items to show you today. I have stuff from thrifting. I went to an antique mall and got some stuff, and then I have some items from 2 different estate sales that I went to. I am gonna go ahead and start off with all the thrift store items. First up, I got this really cute little painting of a bouquet with some ribbons. This was $6. From the same store, I got this little brass vase, which was $3. Originally, I was just trying to buy the brass vase, but they would not accept any card payments that were under $5. So I looked around to see if I could find something else to buy with it, and that's when I found the painting. So I got these. Next, I picked up this brass candle holder. It is round like this, and it has some floral etchings on it. It's really beautiful. It's very dirty inside. It has some old candle wax and like some gunk in there, so I need to put some boiling hot water in there. And then on the bottom it says India, and it's marked from 2003. And this I got for $4. Next, I got this etched brass bell for $5. These are a good seller, so anytime I can find these for pretty much $5 or less, I will pick them up, and I sell them for around $24 depending on how intricate and how big they are. Next, I picked up this cute hand-painted planter, and this was made in Portugal. I got this item for, I believe it was $3 or $4. It has these holes on the side so that you can put a plant hanger, like a macrame string or something through here, and hang it up. So I just thought that was super cute. What really sold me on it is that it says Portugal on the bottom. If it didn't say hand painted in Portugal, I might not have picked it up. Next, I picked up this beautiful ceramic plate. I love how brightly colored it is. The turquoise is really pretty, and it's signed on the back K. Chamberlain. This piece was $3. Next up is this little wooden dolphin. This was only $2, so I figured I would grab it, and I can probably sell it for around $20. And it is actually signed on the bottom, and it's initial GR, I believe. The last thing I picked up from the thrift store is this beautiful hand-painted bird. I don't know what kind of bird this is. Maybe a parakeet or like a macaw. I don't really know my birds, but regardless, it's very pretty. I love the vibrant blue background. I was considering reframing it because I don't love the black frame, but I just decided to list it as is, and this was $10. Those were all the items I picked up from thrift stores, and now we'll move on to estate sale items. I picked up this cutie ceramic peacock dish. I've never found any peacock decor before. This is really pretty. I don't know if it's valuable or not. I haven't done a ton of research on it yet. This piece was only $4, and pretty much any type of lidded boxes tend to do well. Next up is this beautiful hand-painted lidded box. It's black, as you can see, with some floral designs on the top. I don't know where this is from. This looks like it could be Indian, but I haven't done enough research on it yet to know, but it's very pretty, and this was $3. Next up are these adorable tulip candle holders. I personally love these and was tempted to keep them for sure. They are from 1997, made in Taiwan, so there's a mark on the bottom. It looks like it is partially brass. I don't know, maybe it's brass with some type of green coating on it, and then it has these frosted glass tulip buds at the top. I got these for $7.50 for the pair. Next up, I got this little tiny Jewish Holy Scriptures book, and it says on the bottom, presented by the Army of the United States. And when you open it up, it is signed, like it has someone's name on it, Corp H. Whites, and it has his home address on it, which I kind of just noticed that now. I want to like look up that address because it's kind of cool. But this is from 1942. I don't know if this is valuable. I've never really sold books, but I'm interested in getting into books because I personally love them. I also like that it's tiny, so I just thought it was super cute. Whoever owned the items was definitely Jewish because I got this, and then I also got 2 brass menorahs, which I'll show you. I don't know much about menorahs and if they sell, but I just thought that it was really beautiful, and I like the tiny size. It has a lot of cool details on it. And then I also got this mini one, which is also brass, super cute. The main reason I went to this estate sale is because they had a ton of brass. They had a bunch of brass elephants that I originally wanted to pick up, but when I got there, all of the brass was gone except for the menorahs. But I still thought that these were a great find, so I picked these up. The scriptures book was $2. This menorah was $3, and then this one was $15. Next up are these very heavy, beautiful marble ashtrays. They're white marble, which is my personal favorite, and they have a really beautiful curved design. They were $10 each, so a little pricey, but they're just so heavy and nice that I figured they could sell for a higher price. And one of them has a sticker on the bottom that says George's Briard, Taiwan. And I forgot to mention they were originally $15 a piece, but I talked them down to $10 a piece. Next is this cute little crewel piece. This is a very unique type of crewel, and maybe this isn't even considered crewel. Maybe it's just considered like fiber art or wool art. I'm not quite sure, but it has a cottage, a creek, one of these water wheel things. I cannot remember the name of it right now, and some flowers. This was $10, which I thought was a good price. It has glass on the front and a nice wood frame. Then I found another vintage ashtray, or maybe this isn't even an ashtray, I'm not exactly sure. It could just be a little trinket dish. It has this gold filigree style outside, and then the inner portion is this beautiful piece of starburst glass. It does have what looks like purple nail polish or something right here, but I didn't think it was a huge deal, and this piece was $4, so I figured it was worth picking up. Next, I got this little porcelain jug, which was made in Poland. That's the reason that I got it, because I've never really found any Polish ceramics, so I just thought that that was cool. I don't think it's very valuable, but it was $2, and I can probably sell it for around $25. Next, we have this beautiful handheld mirror that was $5. It's double-sided, so it has a mirror on both sides, which I thought was interesting. I've never seen that before. I don't have a ton of experience with handheld mirrors, but vanity mirrors sell very well for me on my Etsy shop, so I figured I would give this a shot. There are a lot of beautiful details on the handle, so I thought that this was a good piece to experiment with. Next, I got these little silver candlesticks. They're so tiny and cute, and these were $2 for the pair. The next item I got is this beautiful porcelain dish. I love the blue. It's a really nice, long, unique shape, and it has some roses on the lid. It's so beautiful and dainty, and this piece was, I think, $4. The last estate sale piece I picked up is this cutie little jug. This was $2. It's hand painted. I love the style of this, and it's just a nice vintage pottery piece. To finish up the video, I'm going to show you all of the items I got from an antique mall a couple of days ago. Starting off, we have this vanity mirror that I love so much. It has this, which you can adjust, and then you can adjust the mirror as well. The mirror is beveled, which I really love. It's like just the most beautiful detail. And I got this from a booth, which originally this was priced at around $50. So I wasn't gonna get it, but then I noticed that the booth was running a sale where if you purchased 3 items, then all of the items would be 45% off. So I picked out 2 other items to buy, basically just so that I could get this mirror because I loved this mirror so much. So this ended up costing me around $27. And then the other 2 items I got with it were this jewelry box, which this was actually a great deal. This was $8, and it has a mirror inside and some beautiful vibrant purple velvet in here. This was a great find, and these little jewelry boxes do so well, so I would have picked this up for $8 regardless. And then I got this butter crock, which was a little bit more of a questionable purchase for me, and I'll tell you why. After the 45% off, this butter crock came to about $22, I think. So this booth owner had a ton of antique stoneware and spongeware pieces, which can be really valuable. My dilemma with this piece is that if it's antique, so if it's from the 19th century, which a lot of these spongeware pieces are, then it can be worth around $200. But there was a huge resurgence of this kind of pattern and colors. There were like a ton of reproductions of this style of item in the 50s and 60s. So I don't know if this piece is antique or if it's just vintage. I was talking to AI, I was talking to Gemini about it, and Gemini was telling me that this piece is most likely just a reproduction, most likely vintage, which I was kind of bummed because I definitely thought it was an antique when I bought it. And doing my own research on Google, it did seem like this piece is an antique. There's one on Cherish that's listed for like $400 of this exact pattern. And I think there's one on eBay that's like $150. But the problem is it's not marked on the bottom. It's completely unmarked. So it just wouldn't be right to sell it as an antique unless I knew for sure. So I have this listed as just like a vintage item from the 50s. And I put it up for $70 because even the vintage ones of these are still pretty popular and people will definitely pay up for them. It looks like it originally had a lid. But yeah, this is my first stoneware slash spongeware piece I've ever picked up. If anyone watching has experience with these kinds of pieces, or if you want to correct me if I'm like saying something incorrect about it, let me know, because I'm definitely a noob when it comes to this type of stoneware. But it is beautiful regardless. Next, we have this little unicorn, which was only $2.95 at the antique mall, which is such a low price for an antique mall. It's likely from the 80s, and I thought it would make for a really adorable ring holder. You could put little rings on the horn and here in the dish part. So I love this. Then I grabbed this brass candle votive, which was also really cheap for an antique mall. It was $4.50, and it was made in Korea in 1993. Next, I have some sleigh bells, which I'm really excited about because I've always wanted to find these. They are so cute and they sound really nice. They're in great condition. They're on a genuine leather strap. They also have a hole up here so you can hang them. These were originally priced at $60, but they were 50% off, so I got them for $30, which is still a lot to spend on bells, but it seems like these are pretty valuable and I can probably sell it for around $80 or $90. So I was excited about this find. This will also be adorable to have around Christmas time, and I thought it would be really cute even just for that purpose, for having holiday decor on my Etsy shop. And then last but not least, the very final thing I have to show you is my personal favorite thing from this entire haul, and it is this beautiful solid brass lion. It is so pretty. I've never seen this variation of a brass lion, and when I did research on it, I could not find a single piece anywhere on the internet that is this exact form, like this exact lion. So I was very excited about this. I purchased it for $40 and I listed it on my Etsy shop for $130. I do think it is worth that much because it is definitely a rare piece and it's so well done, so cute, and people do love lion pieces. It has the most perfect, beautiful patina on it, so I don't need to do anything to shine it up or make it look nicer. I will be very happy for whoever purchases this piece and gives it a good home, but I will also be so sad to part with it because it's beautiful, and you all know that I love brass animals. I love brass anything really, which you'll probably notice by all the brass in my thrift hauls. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this thrift haul. Let me know which item was your favorite. If you are not already subscribed, I post new videos every Thursday, and if you are subscribed already, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me and to my small business. As always, I will have the link to my Etsy shop in the description below. All of these items will be listed on my Etsy shop by the time you are seeing this video, so if you are interested in any of the pieces, feel free to check them out. And I will see you in my next video.